Let's do Swoon of the Week. Listen, you came up with your Swoon of the Week first, and I didn't have anything that even touched how good your swoon is. So I would like to share it and dedicate the entire segment to this one singular swoon. Okay? Intro it.
Okay. To be fair, I feel like this should be Rachel's like permanent swoon forever / maybe her soulmate. I don't know. He just gives me like pure Rachel energy, but like in male form.
That makes my life, by the way. Like, that is everything to me, but go on.
Seriously, once I saw him, I was like, oh my God. Like, it's like, you know, like the whole Greek mythology thing where people were like split in half from their soulmates. I'm like, this is literally like Rachel.
Can we send this to him? Let's send it to him.
Please, yeah. Like, honest to God.
Yay.
So I have to say, disclaimer, besides my boyfriend, to say that now. This guy, his name is Brew on the Radio on TikTok. And he's like probably the prettiest boy I think I've ever seen in my life. Like,
truly, like the definition of conventionally attractive. That's what it is. Like, he is what rom-com dreams are made of. He is perfection. I'm sorry.
Like, it's like, you know, someone just took a giant bowl of like mixing the ingredients into becoming a human. Like, I see that trend on TikTok also. But like, just literally put like thousands of gallons of beautiful into it, and then this man emerged, and I'm just like, but also like something that I weirdly like are like the sounds of voices. Like, people's voices are like really, I don't know, I'm into it. And he just has like the perfect voice, which obviously makes sense because he's a radio man, but like I'm speechless. I just can't even.
No, he's such a presence, and he's like very goofy, which I appreciate. And I can't explain it. It's the energy. It's the handsomeness. It is the package that is him. I would be so curious to meet him in person for no other reason than to just like find a flaw.
Honestly, though, like,
you know what I mean? Because he seems really like, I used him recently in a cover letter. That's why I'm pulling up if I like look distracted, because I want to find his full name. I forget like what his actual name is. Hang on, I'll cut this. But
what is
Josh? His name is Josh Brubaker.
Oh,
so his name is Josh Brubaker. Okay. He goes by Brew on the Radio. He has literally almost 3 million followers at this point. I think like he truly blew up. He is very hot on TikTok. I don't mean like hot, but also hot. Right. I mean, also he's like what the algorithm wants, right? It's high energy, it's a hot guy, and it's people absolutely swooning for him like we are right now. Yes. But it's an interesting thing when you think about it through a media lens. Like, people our age, people on TikTok are not listening to the radio, right? Like, we are very much streaming creatures who get our music on Spotify and Apple Music, and we find our trends on TikTok. We're not listening to the radio to find out what's top 40. Like, we're finding top 40 on TikTok, and then it goes to top 40 radio. You know what I mean?
Truly,
so I think he's occupying such an interesting space of bringing this other group that radio was pretty much missing now to the radio. I have to imagine that the ratings of that station are way different than other stations that don't have any TikTok presence, because again, his TikTok presence is notable, right? Like, he has a really huge platform there, and he's mixing two very different demographics together into his fan base, which I think is like truly a magnificent thing. If you're talking like career-wise, media-wise, he's doing a really cool thing.
He is. And honestly, like, now that you mention it too, especially, you know, like cities like New York City, where no one has a car really, and you know, that's where I would listen to the radio ever. Like, I don't own radio. No one owns a radio or like a stereo anymore.
Exactly.
And so kind of to have that like on your phone, also it being a country station, I think is really interesting, because country is such a hated genre.
It is.
Blocking out those haters. You're not
block out those haters. No, it's true, because I think people do, and again, especially in this time, especially in the TikTok world, like the people that blow up are like the cool rapper guys, and that's not Brew's domain at all. No. So it's just cool that it works. And again, I think it works in a lot of ways because of how hot he is. I don't mean that to be funny. Like, that's truly a lot of
that is the algorithm. It's literally just having attractive people with some cool thing that they're doing. Well, I mean, I think he has a bonus there, because most attractive people on TikTok are just doing nothing, but he actually has a cool thing. And I just love the spontaneity too of him like seeking out random people to give him random words. Like, there's a video I sent Rachel where he just goes to Starbucks to the drive-thru and it's like, hey, can you just write a random word on my cup and then I'll use it on the radio. And it was like hippopotamus, and he still made it work. And I'm like, this is just crazy. Like, it's cool that you're kind of including other people. And it's like, I feel like that would be something that would make my day if I was like working in the drive-thru, like kind of just, I guess, humanizing workers a little bit and be like, hey, can you just like do this extra thing for me? Then besides like,
for sure. And I get like building this community, you know, they turned on that station in the Starbucks.
Yeah,
you know that they're listening. Like, it's smart business wise and also community building and everything. He has a really great energy.
Petitioning for Brew to be on her life.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
I'm manifesting it out there. You know, maybe you two will fall in love, but like that's not the goal. But I feel like you guys really would.
Oh my God, my dream, Kay, is to do a Swoon series where I get as many of the Swoons I've talked about to come on the show. And like, it would have to be separate episodes, but like for a month maybe of content to do the Swoon series where it's just interviews with people I've swooned over.
Girl, how would you not explode?
Like, don't you think like that would really get us?
That would be amazing.
So I just have to work on my pitches. I have to make sure I'm seen because it's a good idea and I want it to happen. Mostly for me.
Such a good idea. Oh my God.
Fun.
And I feel like if someone were to kind of just stumble across maybe one with like one swoon that like they also are into, they'd be like, what the heck is this series? Like, this is so weird. And then they'd go through it and be like, this is actually amazing. Like, and I feel like what person wouldn't say or like wouldn't be on board with that? Like, hey, I want to interview you. I think you're super handsome and charming. Let's just have a little moment about you.
Right, like give me 20 minutes, do an interview. If we fall in love, great. And if we don't, I have an episode for the week. You know?
It's right. And then I also have other swoons to
exactly. Like I have a whole Hot Girls have a roster.
Yes. But
I love it.
Yes, Brew needs to be a part of this.
Excellent swoon, Kay. You have outdone yourself once more.
It's great. I've found your soulmate. I handpicked him from.
I'm so on board. Happy Valentine's Day to Brew. Absolutely.
Happy Valentine's Day to Brew. Brew be Rachel's Valentine.
Please be mine.